Hello guys, this is another video. Another video. We're close to ending 2025. Currently we are on 11th level. With end of October, roughly 52% win rate. However, the second half was quite tricky, I'd say. So let's not be sad. Let's be happy it happened. I just how do I say this? Just I know there is some things I need to work on, and that's it, I think. Okay. So yes, I'm T and some T here. Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. Okay, so down is going lower here. Mhm. Okay. Let us understand now. Okay. So we are now displacing lower from 930. We manipulated this draw. We've respected this order block here. And so our next draw did respect this. Have this. Let's understand now. Tapped into this buy side imbalance. We've SMT'd this. Okay. So let's see what happens here. 930 displaces lower. sorry, 930 displays is higher, we manipulate this draw. We manipulate to go lower. Rebalance, displays lower, rebalance. See now what happens, because this is another block right here. Started to display higher. After SMTing right now, what do we can expect from price? Can expect price to tap into this reverse fair value gap and go lower. I do think, however, knowing what ES did, that we could maybe go higher. So now let's see what we do here on this swing high. Okay, so we nothing. So okay. So I did disrespect this order block after manipulating. And our next draw is right here. However, we have mm, hmm, how can I understand the price? So if we're balancing to this 15-minute sell-side imbalance from macro open, and we need to know that we have tapped into this gap already, and what I should understand here on NQ, we have manipulated before on macro 930, displays lower, and we are in heavy discount. We started to chop right here, and we have now manipulated this internal draw. So we are in this buy-side imbalance right here, and we could reverse off of it. So I need to figure out what is my narrative right now. So let us understand. I don't know if I do have any confluences for us going higher. However, we don't know what will happen. We don't know what will happen. And I don't see any of the candles telling me something. We could go higher or lower. So I think maybe we need to find out what happens if we take these draws. Yes, we took these draws. However, we are on NQ, right? So, I mean, what I said earlier, we do have this order block right here, and we did reacted off of it. We did went lower, so maybe don't give a fuck about is maybe a fact that we can go lower, and the fact that the price were here already and we balanced and started to display lower, maybe could tell me we are trying to go lower. So if I will short here, my one-to-one is right here. So let me try this. It could be wrong, but this is very fine. So this is nice displacement lower, and we took the TP, but oh, nice. So this is good to understand of the price. So even though ES were going so much lower, need to look what is NQ doing. We don't have to be correlated all the time. We're actually going lower, however, PS is going lower a bit faster. And we did stopped by this sell side imbalance and manipulated. So this is, and knowing how price displays lower, you could expect going even lower. By the structure, I could tell this is a move going lower. So coming into the market, I do see that we already fulfilled this new week gap. We've opened really bearish. And we started to displace lower until this gap. What we did? We've tapped into this gap. We didn't fulfill this fully. However, we have SMT'd right here. And we started to immediately displace higher. Okay, so now on 15 minutes it looks a bit clearer. Did manipulate here and started to displace lower. And so now we started to displace higher with respect to this, and our next draw is right here. Okay, so now this general candles are our PXH, and now we have this order block that we respect. Let's see what we do. Do display lower and rebalance into this buy side imbalance. So okay, let's see what happens next. So I manipulated this draw of liquidity, internal draw, and go lower. Okay. So do we think price wants to go actually lower? So this is our next speed area. The next speed area we could respect. It's this buy side or this internal lows or this order block. So now I will wait because this is so early to the macro, and now we are trying to get the draw. Okay, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good for the entry, not gonna lie. I don't know if this doesn't count as displacement. However, I want to see how next candle will open, because we have now disrespected the order block and rebalance into the sell side imbalance. Okay, I think I will go for this trade. Okay, so we have lost now. Whoa, this displacement is crazy. So let us understand, where did we stop? To the internal draw and start to displace hard. So I think, so let's see if we have, okay, so my narrative wasn't right. I think I've lost easy day. Mm, yeah, that's not enough in this displacement, and I think I should target this if you want to be bearish narrative. So this is my bad because I marked this because this I guess the draw, but if I already take this and ES went really low, we did reacted to price and we did respect this, so I should have been more cautious and should be reading price mm, a bit later, because yeah. So what happens to me when I enter a bit earlier of the macro? Mhm. So let us understand, we've created an order block after SMTing with display lower, and now it's a crucial point because next draw of liquidity is right here, and so let's see what happens on this sell side imbalance. Pair that with an order block, right? We're still in this gap here. Started this place higher. Disrespected everything here. Okay, let's see. Mhm. Okay, so now we have a rebalance here. Hmm. If we took Asia low, highest, I mean, mm, do respect bullish PD raise. So now, what happens here on 942? Do rebalance into this sell side imbalance, displace lower. Do rebalance into this buy side imbalance, and do rebalance higher. However, now we took these highs right here. Mm, and we're going back. Why would we go back? Maybe to rebalance into this order block. After this order block, we do have this draw of liquidity. So let's see if we do something go higher or do something else. So we do have this rebalance right here on 943. And we did reverse this gap. See if we displace higher, okay. So I see nothing. Still have this order block. Let's see if we do react off it. Okay, so we do have displacement higher. This is the question. Are we actually bullish? Because now 930 manipulation is right here and we're still in this order block. And we still respect 50% of the wick. What we did. If rebalance into this, I think the most visible PD array right here. And now, mm, now we tapped into 50%. Rebalance into 50% of the order, clean rebalance 50%. Disrespected this sell side imbalance, and now I do think my entry was here. But now let's see if the longs work out. So my stop loss should be here. This is my RR just because I entered earlier. I will trail it just because, yeah. But I do think my narrative is bullish, and I think we are actually going higher to take these highs. So see if I'm right, okay? This is very important. What happens here? Do we displace higher? We are fine. If not, we are not. Okay. I will end up straight. However, I do think we are bullish narrative still. Yeah, pretty simple. Okay, guys. Okay, so we took this draw liquidity right now. And we started to displace lower. Tapped into this 50% right here. And we have S&T right now. Let's see what the market open. shows us. So 930 opens bearish, then we've SMT'd here, but we rebalance higher either way. So this is low prob. Mm. However, we wanted this draw. So let's see what happens to this draw, because if we turn out to bullish, I think I could pre-fire longs. Okay. So 945 opens. And we do see that we took this draw of liquidity. Okay, so we maybe can rebalance into this PXL. However, we need to figure out the narrative, and we'll find out sooner or later. So this plays higher. Okay, so we displaced higher. I do want to see some rebalance to this, but do I need it? Do I actually need the rebalance? Let's understand the price right now, okay? So we are going lower from this point. We did took out this external draw right here, and we respected every bearish PDRA until this draw. So now we need to understand what price wants to do after this swing low. Because I think it will tell us a bit more. So we do see displacement lower, and I do think. Wait, what is 1 to 1? Could rebalance at this buy side. So our next draw of liquidity is right here. It's a bit um it's high. So okay, so this kind of flip looks pretty good to me. See, okay, so this is closure below. Um, I mean, in the middle of 50% of the order block right now. We did rebalance here. So let us understand now with FSMT right here. See if price. Okay. I don't know if we get the rebalance, however, I'm still waiting. Okay, this is pretty good. Could have rebalanced here. So I should have been very much assured that we are going here. Or if I enter here. But is this actually good? This is very important. Is this actually good entry here? Hmm. I mean, every signs on the skies were telling we are going lower. Did we know we are going here? We did step into this 50% here. we've manipulated and just displaced lower. So maybe, if I'm so sure of being bearish, this entry is pretty good. Yeah, because this was swing low, a swing high that we wanted to see being taken. Okay. So let's understand the market right now, okay? We are displacing lower. We tapped into this buy side imbalance. We have this draw that we have taken an SMT, right? So now, with this and this, let us understand the price. So displace lower. Okay, so it took the draw of liquidity. I mean this draw of liquidity, right? And what we do now? Okay, so what we see, we have an SMT here, and we have rebalanced this seller side imbalance. So this place higher. I don't see any draws here, so I do like bullish entries. So what we did here, we manipulated this draw of liquidity, created an order block. This order block tapped into this order block, bullish order block, paired that with external SMT, internal manipulation, and displacement higher. We've closed above this 50%. So let me try going for the one-to-one. If you don't displacement right now, this is bad. Oof, we got stop. Oh, got stopped out here. Okay, let's see if my narrative was right. Narrative. So my narrative was right or wasn't. Mm. So stop loss should have been here. Mm. Ah, shit. I would have got edged. Ooh. Damn. Ooh, damn. If I was so sure about my trade, should have entered here. Mm, Don't work out. And now, enters here, banging. Okay, go to the next day. So I think my problem here. Hmm, hmm. We were ultimately bearish. I knew that. However, hmm, maybe not enough confluences here. We needed a rebalance. So we tapped here, we reacted to this. Displaced higher. Mhm. So I manipulated here. We reacted bullish. Fucking hell, bro. I tap into the PXL. So what we do here? So 9:30 opens. We've manipulated this draw. We didn't rebalance it, just going higher and higher. Okay, so we really did react to this. We tapped into 50% of the order block. Let's see if we for the wait for the candle closure. Mm. So to do this draw. So I took this draw. Internal manipulation, displacement higher. See if we rebalance. Okay, so we displaced above this. Let's see what we do. Manipulation. Hmm. I don't know what price to go here. So if rebalance to this displaced higher. Okay, and we took this. Try to annoy one. Okay, let us understand what price do. Okay, so I manipulate it here. So 9:30 opens, manipulate. Manipulate again, react to this order block here. So my entry thing should be here. My narrative, ultimately, should be targeting this draw. However, I need to see what this. Ooh, so the next. So we took this draw. Taken this. We've displaced lower below this. The next internal lows are here. This buy side, and this. So my stop loss should be here. I do think. Hmm, I don't like this. I do think we could be more bullish. However, let's see the 15 minutes, okay? Mm -hmm. So we did react to something here. It took this draw. Reverse the disorder block. I've already been here. What do I need to see to validate longs? So this is very, very, very hard for me. I don't know. Isn't it here? Holy. Okay, this is pretty good. SMT, so my idea was pretty valid. No, it wasn't. No, no. Fuck me, bro. Hmm. Let me process this. There is no displacement. There's no fucking displacement. Why do I trade like this? There's no displacement. What are you doing? And the narrative was bearish. So I was right. However, structure wasn't right. 937 entry, actually 40 was pretty good. But an entry here, I would say, was good. What I lack was proper entering earlier, I think. This is my problem with yesterday's trade. Bum, 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 bum. So we've made SMT here, displaced lower, and now we've rebalanced here, displacing lower. I do want to see some rebalance, but yeah. Why do I need the rebalance actually? Why do I need the rebalance? This is the key question I have to ask. So yeah, this is because I wasn't actually here. If I was here, I would entry here without any rebalance because with SMT right here, which is, and we went very, very low. But entry here, I would say, is pretty good. Let's see if we have a displacement. Okay, so we take this internal draw and then go lower. Let's see if my narrative was right. Okay, I see. So we wanted to go to this draw. Okay, it's all fine. So we went lower, lower, lower. We were in heavy discount. We started to displace higher. So this entry actually, hmm, I would find this entry as really good. However, this entry here was good too, but price wanted to react to this internal high and displace lower, telling us we maybe want to be more bearish, and that's what happened. We started to displace lower. Okay, this is gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna finish this month off um a bit later. So bye bye.